Imagine knowing someone your entire life. You've never been separated for more than 3 days. You're their best friend in college. You've been through every year in school with them. However, there's come a point in my life when I must let someone else take over that relationship. So today I give a toast to my newly married twin brother and his new bride. It is certainly time for Zach to get married. For when he first told me that he and Sylviane Blanc were engaged, my first thought was, finally, now he'll move out of my basement. No, Zach's a good guy, and I just hope I can keep spending time with him. Nevertheless, I have a few stories to share about my brother Zach. Last summer, we took a trip to Colorado to Estes Park, which allows easy access to the numerous mountain trails of Rocky Mountain National Park. One morning, my mom, Zach, and I woke up at the crack of dawn to go on a hike before we'd go whitewater rafting that afternoon. However, we stopped at a random trail. We didn't know how hard it was, but we just started hiking. And it was tough. But Zach kept motivating us and kept on pushing us forward, and eventually after 2 hours, we made it to the top of Flat Top Mountain. Now, we never could have done that without Zach's motivation, spirited nature, and his will to push us to be the best we can be. Commitment is another characteristic to describe my brother. Whether it be picking his future son or daughter up from soccer practice, keeping the house clean, or staying faithful to his wife in times of joy or sadness, commitment is certainly a characteristic to describe my brother. I remember in 4th grade we took a trip with our Cub Scout troop to a rock climbing wall. Zach was the first to jump up and start climbing, but he just couldn't quite make it to the top. He tried and tried. He must have been inches from the finish for 10 minutes. But eventually he made it. Now, if Zach had put forth that much effort in a trivial venture such as climbing a rock wall, imagine what he can do with a marriage. Now, jumping into a marriage is certainly a large commitment. You may or may not know that Zach and I worked for a landscape company for the past 4 years. And one of Zach's main jobs on the landscape maintenance crew is trimming bushes. So once a year he goes around and he trims the bushes up to their previous form. However, Zach, sometimes you have to sway away from doing it the same way each time and try to create something truly special. Let's hope that Zach and my sister-in-law's wedding is something truly special. Now, I look forward to the many celebrations that will come from these newlyweds, and I'm just glad I can be there to spend it with them. So tonight, we celebrate the first of many celebrations with Zach and Sylviane Blanc. So here is to Mr. and Mrs. Custer. May your marriage be full of spontaneity and love that'll last in eternity.